Raise your hand if you know who Bruce Lee is. Okay, good. Go and put your hands down. Raise your hand if you've heard the name Bruce Lee, but you don't know who he is. You've heard the name Bruce Lee, but you don't know who he is. Okay, everyone take a knee, please. All right. Now that everyone's joining, there we go. Everyone's in here. All right, so Sifu Bruce Lee is he was a Chinese American person. He was born in San Francisco in 1940. He's the founder of Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do is the martial art philosophy that we practice here. There's some symbols above our windows over there. The yin and yang. You guys see those the two circles split in half? Two parts of the whole. All right, that is the process of Jeet Kune Do. All right, and it's a process, it's a philosophy rather than a martial art. Some people think that Jeet Kune Do is a martial art. And while you can practice certain techniques inside that philosophy, all right, it's kind of a hard idea to grasp, that you're not actually practicing a martial art. All you're doing is you're learning about how to express yourselves, move the body, all right, how to use the body through the means of martial arts, all right, in your own way, okay? And in order to express yourself more accurately, you need to learn different techniques in different ways to express your body. That's why we have so many different martial arts you guys train here. It's because your body can be moved in a number of different ways, okay? So just like in music, you can learn how to play rock and roll or heavy metal or rhythm and blues or indie or reggae, right? Or hip hop, all right? There's a lot of different things you can play, all right? But ultimately it comes down to principles of rhythm, what notes and keynotes you're playing at what time you're playing it. And that's really all it is. And how you play it is up to you, all right? And so you could say that you're playing one kind of music, right? Oh yeah, I'm playing rock and rhythm and blues, but really you're kind of playing your own style, all right? Although you're trying to express it in that kind of way. So that's the best way I can kind of explain Jeet Kune Do, is that you guys are learning a whole bunch of different styles of music, so to say, all right? And you're learning your own way to express them. That's what we do here. That's what Sifu Bruce Lee is after, okay? So today we're going to be practicing some of the Sealman Pao form. Is one of the forms that Bruce Lee first learned when he learned from his grandmaster Yip Man. He taught him Wing Chun, which is one of the founding martial arts in Jeet Kune Do philosophy is Wing Chun, because it's hand speed, its ability to punch and trap down the barriers in a close range combat scenario, okay? It's practical in that sense, all right? So we're gonna get to doing some of that in just a moment, but before we do that, we need to do warm-ups, of course, okay? So everyone go and stand on up. All right. Right fist in your left hand. This is knowledge over power. Shows knowledge over power. Okay, go ahead and repeat after me. I will strive to achieve my personal best, to use my knowledge of the martial arts to help myself and others to never be abusive, and only use my skills in self-defense, to show proper respect, self-discipline at all times. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna do our jumping jacks. All right, ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to hear the whole team next time. 7, 8, 9. Good. 1, 2. That wasn't everybody, but it was a lot better. 5. Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Squats and down. 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 down, 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 down. Push up position. Ready, down, 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 down. Okay, on your backs. Scissor kicks. Ready, and go. 1, and 3, and 4, and 8, and 9, and good. Let's stand up. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about how to get you guys' push-ups better, guys. You work on those push-ups a bit. Bai Zhang. Oh, yeah, I was testing you guys. Bai Zhang is ready stance. It means to be readied in your position, on guard. That is Bai Zhang. Okay? All right, so when I say Bai Zhang, I want you to show me your ready stance. Bai Zhang. Good. Left foot in front for now. Swing kicks. Ready? And go. 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 Switch stance. Other leg. Ready? And go. 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 Ki, go. All right. Attention. Give yourself 3 claps. And we're going to do our 3 stretches. Warrior number 1, arms up over your head. Big breath in. Big step forward. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Warrior 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Sitting down. Pigeon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Downward dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Big step up between your arms and the other leg now. And boom, warrior 1 on the other side. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Warrior two. And ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pigeon. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, just a quick warm-up stretch. Obviously, we feel like we could all stretch a little bit longer, but we got to move on. So, like I said, we're going to practice Sil Nim Dao, which is the little idea, okay? And what we're going to do is there's going to be a variety of hand positions. I'm just going to tell you the hand positions. I don't want to spend too much time on the explanation of what they mean. I may let you know what they mean. I'm going to do my best to make sure that I do that, but I'm just going to try to keep the lesson moving forward, okay? So be mindful about the position and what you're doing, because all these things have, all these structures, all these punching positions, arms positions, have very specific roles. Just like in a play, every character plays a particular role, all right? Otherwise, they wouldn't be inside the play. So you got to make sure that each piece along the way counts. All right, you guys ready?
Yes,
Okay, so we're going to stand up. All right. Let's see here who we got at home right now. So we got Ada and Saul and David. Perfect, guys. So we're going to go to our, our Baijong was our ready stance, a regular stance like this. That's our Baijong. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, instead of going to Baijong, we're going to go to the number 2 stance. Okay. So when we go to number 2 stance, that is Yi Ji Kin Young Ma, from what it's been told to me, and it means number 2 stance. Okay. So it's just easier to call it number 2 stance. So your toes, what you're going to do is you're going to take your toes, you're going to bend your knees and go toes out with your fists underneath your chest here. Okay, so you're going to bend your knees and go toes out like this. Now from here, you're going to keep your knees bent and you're going to go on your tippy toes and you're going to put your knees in like this. Okay, and do we have any of those? Looks like they moved the blocks. That's okay. We used to have the yoga blocks, but we're not going to use those today. So your toes don't have to be super far in like this. They're just going to be facing forward and turned in slightly like that, okay? They don't have to be super, super pigeon-toed inward, okay? Just a little bit. So toes facing forward and toes slightly in. Knees down. Imagine you're pinching one of those medicine balls in the back. You're pinching one between your knees, okay? That's what you're doing here. Okay, so the first thing you're doing is going to do chung choi, okay? So you're going to bring your right fist to your center line with your elbow in nice and tight. Moving slowly, try to follow my pace. Okay, your arms traveling down the center line right in front of your chest. And as it starts straightening out, you shoot it. Okay, notice my fist is vertical, striking with the last 3 knuckles, from the middle knuckle all the way down to my pinky knuckle. Now I go tan sao, and then I circle my hand, and I bring it in. Okay, now I do my other arm. Keep your knees bent. Okay, now my fist is traveling to my center line. It's moving forward, and as it begins to straighten out, it shoots. Okay, palm up. That's tan sao, fin sao, and bring it in. Okay, now we're going to do tan sao again, but this one's going to go down the center line. Tan sao is dispersing hands, your flat hand, like this. You're going to bring it down the center. Okay, then you do hyun sao and wu sao. Okay, wu sao is your protecting hand. It's protecting the center line. Fork sao, this one is the subduing hand. This one is, it's keeping control of your center line. on top of someone's arm. You let it go. You bring it back down to Wu Sao again, your protecting hand. Do Fuk Sao again. Bring it out. Okay. You let it go. Bring it down the center line. Okay. Now we're just going to go Wong Pak Sao. When you do Wong Pak Sao, this is your like a parrying the punch. Okay. Notice I don't go all the way out here. I just go to my shoulder line. Then I go jig turn, palm strike, and finish it. I do the same thing other side. Tan Sao. All the way out. My Tan Sao is guarding my center line from the outside and the inside. Kun Sao, scooping it, bringing it down the center line with a Wu Sao, protecting hand. Fuk Sao, controlling someone's arm underneath my wrist here. I let it go, bring it back down the center with my Wu Sao. Do it again, Fuk Sao. They use this position a lot in sticky hands. When you're controlling someone's arm, you hook onto them like this, and you feel where the energy goes. This shows you how far out you let your arm go before you release it. And it shows the range of that control right here. Okay, bring it back. Okay, now we're going to finish it. Wong Pak Sao and Jikter. Tan Sao, Kun Sao, bring it in. Okay, excellent. So now what we're going to do is, it's going to be here like this. It teaches you Gum Sao. So right hand and left hand next to you. Okay, behind you. Okay, and then in front of you. Okay, so again, it's beside you from here, right and left. It's behind you, and it's in front of you. This is teaching you to stop kicks. How to stop kicks. Protect yourself like that. Okay, now hands double Lan Sao position. Okay, when you do this one, you're going to have your right over your left. Okay, okay, this is Lan Sao. A lot of us, you'll see us do the trapping progression, Pak Sao, Lat Sao, Gum Sao, and you will use the Lan Sao position. The Lan Sao is a fence. Okay, this is to create a fence so no one can get inside your body. Okay, like this. Just how you hold the forearm plank, your body is really strong like this. Okay, forward to back. Okay, but up and down not so strong. Okay, so this is Lan Sao. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna do Set Sao. So we're gonna do two hands. You're gonna shoot out like this, and when you do it, you want your arms to flip. Okay, you hear my gi, listen to my gi flip. Hear it pop. Okay, one, and then you bring the hand on top. Okay, so that's your Set Sao. It's also known as Fok Sao. This is a different version of Fok Sao. This one goes like this. Bang, it chops down. Okay, so we have it going beside us, which is chopping, and then we have it dropping. Okay, we can use it beside us as we shift and hit, like this. We shift and we can hit with it. Or we can use it, boom, to chop right in front of us. Okay, we can hit with it as well, Fok Sao. Okay, we can also block with it. When someone's trapping us, we can block with Fok Sao. Does that make sense? Penny, where's your stance? What stance are we in? Number 2 stance. This is developing strong legs and a strong mind for discipline. Okay? Double Fok Sao. Good. All right. Now, Toi Sao. So Toi Sao, we bring our hands in. Okay? If someone's fists are in front of us, we're swooping the hand down and in, and then we're shooting it forward. Okay? This is Toi Sao Beauty. Toi Sao is retreating hand, like this. Retreating it, you're retracting it back. And Beauty is thrusting fingers. So you're going Toi Sao Beauty with both hands. Okay? See that? A little bit closer to the screen. Okay? Toi Sao Beauty. Okay? Jump Sao, sinking hands, and your hand's gonna come up. This is a wrist block. I forget which one this is called. Okay, and now you're gonna bring your hands back in. Okay, so there's a lot of things there, right? A lot of different positions. You can go ahead and go back to attention now. Raise your hand if your thighs are a little bit tired. Your thighs right here from keeping your knees bent. Good. Okay. So that means you guys are staying disciplined in your stance. It also, it's really, it's a really good training tool for your thighs to develop, and it teaches you about where your pressure is going. It's going forward. Yes.
Are we going to be breaking boards?
Unfortunately, we can't break boards because we can't hold them. So we can't be doing any of our the breaking board stuff. Also, some of the older, we had rebreakable boards. I just tossed them out because a lot of them were just there were just too many uses on them. So I've ordered. So we have some newer ones. And we have one of them that's just almost just like breaking through a real 1-inch piece of pine. So that stuff is, you watch a lot of people break boards in Taekwondo, like a lot of cool kicks and stuff. But those boards are usually like a 1/4 inch thick maybe, and they're not made from pine, right? They're made from like birch and stuff that's really easy to break. So you can go like this, just like this, tap, and it would break. Okay, and that's just for kind of flash. It's for show, and it's cool. It's fun to watch. Nothing to take away from their abilities, because doing this flashy kicks in the air where you kick more board out is pretty cool. But here when we do board breaking, we do board breaking for you guys to actually, it shows us that you actually have control of that strike, and then you can commit through it rather than just for flash. Okay, so when we do breaking boards, that's how we approach it. Okay, so now that our legs are kind of warmed up a little bit more and our mind is thinking forward and focused, we're going to continue with some punching. Okay, so this is called Jik Chung Choi. We already did it a little bit before. So Jik Chung Choi is straight. It's like a straight through punch. Okay, the straight through punch is like what you're doing is you're going straight through all the obstacles. Imagine you're a fighter jet and there's other jets and you're flying, weaving in between them. Or like you're in a canyon, right? You're in a fighter jet and you're weaving and flying through a canyon. Okay, that's what I want you to think about how your fists are. They're shooting. They're weaving through all the obstacles in the way, straight through. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, now lastly, is I like to make an analogy that your punches are like traveling on a bicycle chain. Attention. On a bicycle chain. But a bicycle chain looks like this, right? Okay, so I want you to, and it looks a little bit more like this, okay? But I want you to think about, when you're doing this, you're not scraping your knuckles when you punch. You're not scraping when you punch. Your hand comes up over the top and it shoots forward, shoots forward, shoots forward. So I like to think a little bit more like a piston. If you guys know what pistons are for cars. Your arm's gonna take its turns, going one over the other as it shoots forward, one over the other as it shoots forward. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're gonna go back to our number 2 stance. Number 2 stance. Okay, bending those knees. And now we're gonna have our left hand in front of our right. Our right hand is gonna be Wu Sao, protecting right in front of us by our elbow. And then this is Mun Sao. This is the asking hand. This is like, it's just feeling what's out there. Men Sao. Okay, so if they slap my arm, that gives the energy, I feel it. Okay, right? So I'm like this. Now my hands are gonna reciprocate one over the other when I punch, okay? So when I say 1, okay, you're gonna shift and punch. When I say 2, you're gonna shift and punch with the other hand, okay? 1 and then 2 like that, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's have everyone punch in the air first. We're gonna punch the bag in a second. I want you to get the feeling of, because once you punch a bag, right, it's moving on. Well, that's good, but I want you to feel where your elbow might extend and pop. When you punch, I don't want you to pop your elbow. I don't want you to lock your elbow when you punch like this. Don't lock it. I want you to catch it right before it's all the way bent. Okay? See, my arm's not all the way straight. I'm catching it right before it's all the way bent. Not here, here. Okay? I want you to catch your punch. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. In the air. 2, 1, 2. The next detail when you're punching, my hand's loose. I'm not clenching my fist and throwing my fist. It's like I'm trying to grab something out of the air. It's like I'm trying to grab something out of the air. When I'm grabbing it, my wrist is flexing. See this? My wrist is flexing when I grab it. I'm trying to grab something out of the air. Okay, when I punch. Boom. And that's what makes this punch strong, is because you're flexing your forearm muscles. Sijo Bruce Lee used to just sit there. He used to have a weight, a bar. And at the very end of the bar were the weights, the circular weights. And how he'd strengthen his forearms, he knew he was doing it right. When he flexed his forearm, you'd hear the rings of weights chatter and clash. clink, clink, clink. So that's how we strengthen his forearms to make this punch particularly strong, to make his forearms ginormous. You've never seen any pictures of Bruce Lee's forearms. They're super big. They're huge. And it's because he wanted to have great punching power. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Elbows down, 2, 1. If we're not punching like this, not our jab and our cross, our elbows are in. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Don't hold your breath. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Time. Good. All right, 10 push-ups. Ready? Go. Nice job. When you're finished, take a knee. Good, focus. All right. So now we're going to do some kicking because he's obviously known for his kick. All right, so we're going to warm up our kicking with our lead leg. I'm going to have you guys practice first lead leg now tech. Okay, we practiced this before. Lead leg now tech, where you shift your weight to the back foot and you bring your heel in. If you're moving forward, so I bring my heel in, I raise my leg up, boom, and I kick the back. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. All right. So I want you to start off with a stationary now tech. After you do your now tech, I want you to land forward. So stationary now tech, land forward and go 1, 2. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, and then come back. All right. So you're gonna go now tech, boom, 1, 2, and then come back where you were. Okay. Now tech, boom, land forward, 1, 2, and come back. Okay. Does that make sense? And use your chung choi, 2 punches. Okay. 1, 2 when you land forward, straight forward, just like we practice. Not our jab and our cross. They're a little bit different punches. We're doing chung choi. Okay. All right. Everyone up. Now tech and jab cross. Or sorry, now tech and chung choi. Jit chung choi. All right. Ready? By Jong and let's go. Now tech, pop, pop as you come forward. Now tech, pop, pop. Okay. Yes. Good question. It's lead then rear. So after you kick with your lead leg, you land forward and go with your lead arm. It's almost like a jab cross. Yep. Left into the left, right. Left into the left, right. Right out all of the mouth. It's like in this translation right out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's actually 2 over. Oh yeah. Your punches are a little kind of scraped a little bit. Here. So it's got a kind of nice slap to it, but I want you to come forward. I want you to go boom, boom. I want you to, it's a slap punch. I want you to hit that back. Yeah, kind of make it move back. Shoot your hand into it, tuck those thumbs. Time. Here's specs. Switch stance. Right foot by jong. Right foot's in front. You can do the same thing. Okay. Right foot now to and jig chung choi. When you guys do the punch, your hand's not scraping on top of it. So some of you guys are landing after you kick. You're kicking, and then after you're kicking, and then after you land, your punches are kind of scraping it. I want your punches to go in. Okay. I want your punches to go into it and have a slapping thud to it. It's a slapping thud sound. So when it hits, it should sound kind of like, okay, listen carefully. You hit it, okay, okay. Ha! It's got a slap and a thud. Ha! Ha! Okay, make the bag move. Don't just slap at it, slap through it. Make a fist. Ready? Same thing, let's go. Right foot in front. Now, the right foot in front. You're gonna get closer. Closer. Now watch. Lean on your back foot. Kick with your front foot. Okay. Try it. Yes. But bring your knee in front of you. See, you bring your leg back. Bring your knee up. Watch this. I'm here. I lean. I aim. And I kick. Okay. Lean. Aim. Kick. That's it. Okay, do it again. Lean, aim, kick. Yes. Now you're the last part makes it easier. It's your back foot. When you do the kick, when you lean, you bring your heel in. Here, lean. Like this. Okay, so I'm from here to my stance. Bring my heel in. I lean. I kick. Okay. And that's it. Much easier. Now put your hands up. After you're done kicking, you reinforce. Yes. I see Ada's got her gymnastic stuff on. Cool, cool. Right on. Yep. Keep those hands nice and tight, Ada. Elbows in. You want your hand to shoot forward. And then the other hand, see how my other hand sneaks up behind it? So I shoot my one punch and their hand sneaking up behind it, but shooting forward. They're taking their turns. One after the other, right? So when you go fast, yeah, good. There you go, Saul. Good. Pum. Good. Okay, time. Excellent job. Pay respects. All right. This time you guys are gonna do 10 more push-ups. Work on those push-ups a little bit. You can't do a regular push-up the correct way, which is your back flat, arms, shoulder, one hand shoulder width apart from there, and you're bending your elbows. If you can't do it, then put your knees on the ground. Okay, there's no shame in that. In fact, that's actually how you will do it correctly once you develop the chest strength. If you try to go ahead and do a push-up incorrectly, all right, you're not going to develop the proper muscles that you're going to need to do it safely, because if you don't do it safely, you're going to start causing shoulder damage. And that's actually going to be going reverse, you're actually been causing yourself harm, and you're not gonna be able to do a proper push-up, or let alone put your arm up over your head. Okay, so hands are gonna be, instead of shoulder width apart, they are one hand spread wider than shoulder width apart. Your fingertips are up and out, not up and in, up and out. If you're to put your thumbs together, it looks like a W. Okay, that's the proper hand position for a push-up. Here like this, and when you bend your elbows, my elbows are closer to my rib cage than they are my shoulders or ears. So my elbows down and in, close to my ribs. Okay, those are some things you can do to help correct the position for your arms for the push-up. Okay, now the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the side kick. All right, we're gonna work on the spinning side kick today. So we've worked the spinning hook kick, we've worked the round kick and side kick the last few lessons. Today we're gonna work spinning side kick. So spinning side kick, how you do spin side kick is for my stance. Okay, if I'm in a boxing stance, or it's more forward facing, 50-50, I can't really do my spin kick from here. If I just spin my legs, I'm gonna be off balance. So I gotta set my feet up in a position on a line, which is why I say step across. See, now I'm in a side stance. I'm in a sideways stance. When I'm in a side stance, I can twist my whole body over and stand over my front foot, maintaining balance so I can throw my side kick, okay? But I have to be in a sideways stance. I gotta be in my baijong, okay? So, when we do our spinning side kick, I'm in my baijong, I'm in my alignment, my toe and my heel alignment on this here, okay? I take my front foot, I'm just gonna turn my front foot in, see? I just turn my front foot in. I'm gonna spin and look over my shoulder, all the way over my shoulder, and now I'm gonna kick with the leg furthest away from my target. I chamber and kick. I bring my knee up into my body, then I kick. Again, different angle here. Heel toe alignment on the line. I turn my toes in. I turn and look over my shoulder. All right, I'm gonna chamber and kick with the leg that's furthest away from the target. I bring my knee up, I extend, and I bring it back. Okay, that's a spinning side kick. Known as joke tech. Joke tech is your side kick. Okay, so here's what I want us to do. We're gonna practice doing it like this. Gonna go, and you can do it from the combination, or you can do it from alone, stand alone. Okay, so the combination is gonna go here like this. You have two options combination. Combination one, now tech, chung choi, 1, 2, hook, cross, spinning side kick. Sorry, that's 4 spin side kick. Okay, try it again. Now tech, chung choi, hook, cross, spin side kick, okay? Or you can try it like this. Spin side kick, and then use your rear leg kick, now tech, land forward, 1, 2, and hook cross, end with the hook cross. So you start with a spin side kick, you do a turning round kick, spinning side kick, now tech, chung choi, and end with a hook cross, okay? 2 different combination variations with a spin side kick, or just practice it by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, let's try the spinning side kick. Everyone up? Baijong? Good. Let's try it again. Attention. You bait, that's you bait. All right. All right, sorry, that's you bait. Jen Mai. Jump hop. All right, ready, Baijong? And on your own, practice the kick. Go. Your range should be in the same range with your lead leg that you should be able to pendulum kick. So you're in a foot step out range. You're 1 foot step out range from kicking. From here. Yes. Yes. If you're having trouble, I'll be going through it up here so you can watch step by step. Baijong, otherwise go through it on your own. Your baijong, front foot, turn in. When I do that, both feet pivot. Both feet pivot. Then I turn the direction in which I step. So if I step with my left leg to my right, I turn to my right. I keep turning and I look over my right shoulder. Now with my right leg, because my right leg's furthest from the screen, now I do a right side kick. I bring it back. So I step, turn, and look, and then I aim and kick. I bring it back. I step into line. So if you step off this way, that's for like a someone's coming toward you. So you kick on it like an upper, it's like a shovel lift kick. It's a little different. It's a different version of a spin side kick. But if you want to kick straight, you step like this in line. So if you're here, you just go like that. Just one step. See the lines right there? I put my both so right up so it's not sitting on a balance thing. And then when I twist it over my front foot and I look, I'm kicking right on the line. Okay? That's it. Yeah. Yep. So I'm here, in my stance, I step to my front foot, I pivot both feet. Okay, I go from here to here, here to here. Then I keep twisting over my shoulder. I look over my shoulder. Now, almost the thigh. Yep, now. So go back to your chin. Okay, so good. Now spin from this way. This way. Keep spinning. Now one, you're tippy toes. Keep spinning, both tippy toes. Now look, there. Okay, so you see that? What leg is furthest from the bed right now? Your left leg, right? So you lift your left leg and kick with it. Almost. Try again. You almost had it. So it's the other leg. Try to kick with the other leg. So switch your feet around. Okay, spin toward me. On your tippy toes. Okay, now kick with the leg that's closest to the wall, the left wall. Almost. That's your right leg. Try again. Try the other leg next time. One more time. Switch your feet. You're really close, bro. You got the spin right. Do the spin. The spin looks good. Okay, now almost kick with the other leg. That's like tornado kick. So switch your feet. This is for everyone. So everyone, there's a lot of people making the same mistake, but it's actually how you get set up for a tornado kick. That kick is way more difficult. So Makai's actually trying to jump ahead and do a tornado kick. So everyone can kind of learn from what Makai's learning from right now. So hi, do it again. Keep spinning. Toward me, now freeze right there. You want to kick with this leg because this is, you want to kick with your right leg right now is what you feel like, because right now, your left leg is what's keeping you standing. What you're actually going to do is, you're actually going to kick with the opposite leg. So you're going to balance on your right leg and kick with this leg. Okay? So look over your shoulder, that's it. That's pretty good. But instead of chopping with it, you're going to stomp with it. You're going to push it away. Put it away from you. Okay? So what you do is, in your stance like me, good, and twist. Okay, now with this leg, turn and look. Okay. That's it. Okay, let's see it again. Twist. See how kind of close you are? A little bit further away. It's a long way. Okay. So switch your feet again. Okay. Oh, almost. That's like tornado. Okay. Remember. Twist. Freeze. Now which leg do you want to kick with? That's it. Good. That's the spin side. Freeze. There's the range. It's a long range kick. So how you know if it's a long range kick? If you're the proper distance is to check. You go like this. You take your back foot, which is the one you're going to be kicking with, and you go like this. You put it here, and then you test with the front leg. Okay, that's the proper range. Then you step back to your work. So your testing range, you go like this. 1, 2. Okay, good. That's your test range. Now you know you're in range. So don't move any further forward. Set your feet up on the line. Twist. Now aim with that leg and kick. Aha! There you go. Good job. That's a spin side kick. Keep working, bro. All right. There you go. So I'll bring that knee up if you can. You bring, yeah, there you go. Okay, do it again. Pretty good. Now your chamber is happening a little early. So set your feet up. Okay, get your spin going. Turn and look, spin. Now freeze. You see how you're kind of stepping square? So your feet are kind of stepping, you're kind of going like this right now. You're taking a lot of steps. So you're starting in your stance, and then you're going like this. And then you're going 1, 2. You're kind of stepping more than one time. So watch this. All you need to do is this. 1. Okay. See, now my feet are the same way. Okay, I'm going from a boxing stance to a blind stance. Okay, now all I did is I keep twisting and look over my shoulder. Now with the leg that's furthest away from the screen. I'm going for that one. So I balance as I move to the other foot and I kick. Sideways view so everyone can see at home. Sideways view. And in my stance, I set my feet up in the lion stance. I turn and lift over my shoulder. Now with the leg that's furthest away from the back, this one, I'm going to kick with it. Look over my shoulder. Okay? And that's it. Good. Let's see it, Ada. Twist, keep twisting, good. Now the leg that's furthest away from the screen, you're gonna look over that side, look over your left shoulder, other shoulder. Look over your other shoulder. Now, you're gonna try to look back, keep looking that way, keep looking, twist. Now lift with your leg that's closest to the couch and kick toward me. Yep, keep looking, that's it, good. So you have to kick behind you in the blind side where you can't see. That's the trick of this kick. It's a tricky one. I know, right? Time. Yes. Yep. That means it's time for class, guys. We are over by a couple minutes. I need to bow you out, but you guys did a pretty good job. Give yourself 3 claps. We practiced Jeet Kune Do today. We practiced chain punching, our Jik Chung Choi. We also practiced our spinning side kick. All right, our Juk Tek. Let's have everyone. Yubei, Jen Line, J Kitty Bell. All right. Good work today. Don't forget your belongings.
Thank you.
Good work. Thank you, Saul. Good seeing you, Ada. Good job today, Braden. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.